Hello and welcome to Captain Bob. Today I'm going to show you how you can make the Cessna 172 panel. Captain Bob, he's my best friend and he should be yours too. To start, I'm using 40-inch by 20-inch, 3/8 inch birch plywood. Now I'm putting on the template. It's printable in the link below. You can print this to 100 size with Adobe Reader. You're going to want to make sure that it's perfectly square, otherwise it'll offset it a little bit. And then you can just apply them with some temporary spray adhesive. Now I'm cutting the corners with a jigsaw, and then cutting the bottom with a skill saw. You'll want to make sure that this is square with the base, because the template can sometimes be off near the bottom. Now I'm sanding the corners to make sure that I have a super nice edge. You'll want to make sure that you're not messing up any of the angles or sanding too much in one area. I'm also sanding the corners to make sure that they look identical and go right up to the line. Right now, I'm also drawing an X on all of the circles to make sure that I find the middle of the circle. Where the lines intersect should be almost exactly where I need to put the drill. Now we're going to put this on the drill press, and these outer holes will be drilled with the drill press, but the inner holes will have to be drilled with a hand drill, because the drill press isn't that big. Now I'm using a sacrificial bench just to make sure that I don't damage the drill press bench. I'm also drilling pilot holes for my hole saw, so that it's not as hard to grab, kind of. With the drill press, I always like to clamp the workpiece. So like, let's see. So that's good, and then I just adjust it until the hole meets up with the one I just drilled, and then clamp it again and make sure it lines up again. Now I'm drilling the holes, and this you want to do fairly high speed and go gently. For the smaller instrument holes, I'm using a 2 1/4 inch drill bit, and I'm just going to go with the guide holes. So now we're just going to cut these 6 instruments. Let's see. And it's just like the other one, except for more scary because it's bigger. I like this cutout a lot, but I think in the future I'm going to shift the throttle over here and get rid of the carburetor heat, if that's what it is. I think that's the alternate static source. So I'll just shift these over, move the trim down, and then I think we should be good. Later I will make the radio stack all pretty and cut it out, you know, but I don't know how big the radio stack is going to be as of right now because I haven't made it yet. So I'll cut this in the future, probably before I paint it though. And then with this switch panel, I'm just gonna put in my switch panel. That should be alright. With the GPS, for now, I think I'll just put a screenshot of the GPS, but in the future I think that I will make a real GPS, so that would be cool. I just need a 5-inch monitor. I'm going to peel off the this top tape, but I'm first going to super lightly cut around the yoke hole, because I still need that. And so now I'm just going to cut it off. Oh, and I'm going to keep the annunciator panel too. We'll see. Break that.
Now I'm drilling the yoke hole. You want to make sure that the drill bit is bigger than your yoke diameter so that you have room for play. So I'll use a 1.5-inch drill bit. Now I'm drilling the exterior yoke holes, the little ones that you put a screw in. I might eventually mount it to a sort of bearing, but that's for later.
Pretty. Okay, now I can take off this paper. And then the fuses go right here, and I drilled the hole, so we are good.
Now I'm going to start indenting the switch panel. I'm going to draw my lines for where I want the router bit to hit, and then start to make my guide to hit those lines and clamp it down. Also, I'm singing Mario Kart for some reason. Now I'm just doing passes with the router, trying not to dig out too much at a time, which isn't a problem here because we're only digging out about 1/8 of an inch. Now I'm marking the sides on the back where I want to pull it out completely. Now I'm applying wood filler to all of the areas that I kind of missed or went over, just to make it smooth with the surface. And now you can see that the switch panel fits.
Now I'm going to draw the line that divides the dark and the light gray. I'm basically just going above these little circles right here, just slightly, and then that is where I form my line. And I'm drawing it super lightly so that I can sand it off later. The line that separates the dark gray and the light gray is about 3 14/16 of an inch from the bottom. So I'm going to measure out that line and then use it with frog tape or just scotch tape.
Right now I'm painting it with some dark gray spray paint and just applying a light coat. And now I'm painting it with what I thought was light gray spray paint, which is actually dark gray. I mixed up the colors.
Now that we finished the panel, you can go to these other videos and learn more about flight simulation. Have a fantabulous day, and I'll see you on the next one.